hands while you're talking. It's my favorite
They
part.
think it's runny cheese, but it's not. It's actually a mixture of cheese and maggot poop. So the Sardinian government found that a lot of people were trying to buy black market casu marzu, and the sort of adventure eating crew that I finally got to taste it 6 years into my show, so I think I was responsible for the problem as well as optimizing my solution. But we found Giovanni Gabas, the last maker of casu marzu, who was doing it illegally in his mountaintop home, where he was a goat herder. He walked with a limp because he was walking on a mountain his whole life. And I don't know how many people have seen the Sardinia show, but it's one of the best hours of TV we've ever
recommend
made.
people go back and watch it for sure.
And yes, thank you. And to eat the casu marzu with him and connect the dots historically was fantastic. It took us 2 or 3 years to run it down. He was on the board at the casu marzu, gotta have it, for a long, long time. And then there's things like, ortolans and all the little baby birds in Vietnam that, there's someone who's like, yeah, I'm going down the street, And it's a wonderful world to explore. If I was just doing it for thrill-seeking, it would be pointless. It would almost be insulting to the other cultures, and I think it would betray a shallowness about myself that isn't there. I really believe that in a world where we always define ourselves by our differences, we have different skin color, we like to screw different people, we have a different concept of God. I can say screw on AOL.
Absolutely, you can say other words if you'd like.
We have different skin color, we like different music, we believe in different higher powers, or maybe no higher power at all. And we spend too much time arguing about the things that divide us. I want to celebrate something that unites us as a way, if I can get to know somebody over a plate of food, we can become friends. If we can become friends, maybe I can learn something about their ideas, maybe they can learn some about mine, and if that keeps, and so on, and so with that Breck commercial, and so on and so on, eventually I think it helps make the world a better place. Now, I think in 2017 in America, that idea has never been more powerfully needed. This is not a political discourse, this is a civics discourse. I want to know what you think and you think and you think, because we all live here. This is my country. Our foundational principle of this republic is all men and women are created equal. And yet we all have different ideas and desires and goals and aims, and the more we actually share that with each other, the better off we all are. And some people see my show as fat white guy goes around world eats bugs. I get it, that's fine. And if that's how they want to see it, God bless them. I know I make an entertainment program on an entertainment lifestyle network, but I believe in the higher purpose of what we're doing with every ounce of my being. I believe that when somebody sees someone halfway across the world eating something kind of outrageous, and they lean in, and then they see me talking to their grandmother who's cooking it, and they're like, oh my God, that was just like me and my grandmother when I was little. Something allows us to accept those people in that place and their beliefs at a deeper level, and I think it's important work. Also I'm hysterical, but I just think it's important stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think it sounds like you had a pretty ironed out concept when you were creating the show. Did you discuss it with the executives at Travel Channel? How did you get in the room with those guys and be able to come up with this?
I sold a lie. No, I was, I went to Travel Channel. They said it's a great idea, it's brilliant. Go to PBS, make 8 of them, have a nice life. I said, I want a big platform. I want to be the food guy on Travel Channel. They said, well, you're just a dude with an idea. You've got to get a production company and come back and show us 5 minutes of something that works. So I went and found a production company, and we shot 5 minutes of something, and then we started to have real conversations.
Do you remember what that was?
Yeah, I shot 5 minutes of material in Minnesota.
The tourist destination, Minnesota.
Don't be knocking Minnesota.
I'm trying to instigate something, obviously, here.
The great part about that scene was I did an ostrich farm and an elk farm, and I think I ate elk balls, and I think I got an ostrich. I was grilling ostrich meat outside the ostrich pen, and I got an ostrich to eat a piece of the grilled ostrich meat, thereby making him an ostrich cannibal. And the network was kind of hooked at that point. But I had this big meeting where they tossed me a laser pointer, and they had a map of the world. Discovery owned Travel Channel at the point. They had a map that was the size of that wall in their big office building in Bethesda, or Chevy Chase in Washington, D.C. at the time. And I walked around the world, and I just started pointing at countries and telling stories about foods that were outrageous, and they were sold. Now, I knew that I had to sell a show with a hook. Knew it. I mean, that's the way TV works. You have something grabby that makes people stay through it. But if I can get them to stay with it and stick through it, then they'll hear my ideas about things. And I also watched TV a lot and studied TV. I mean, really studied it. And what I saw was, the first year, it's, the Charles Thorpe Show, and the second year right now. The second year, it's, the Charles Thorpe Show, produced by Charles Thorpe. And the third year, if you get a third season, it's a big hit, and it's, the Charles Thorpe, written and directed by Charles Thorpe, executive producer Charles Thorpe, right? So it's, the leverage swings over to the talent. And so I knew, kind of like, Achilles and the Trojan horse of yore, let's build this thing, and not in a conspiratorial way. I mean, it was very transparent about it, and they said, yeah. But it's like, bring it to the past, let it be a hit, and then every year I'll add 5% more intelligence to the show. And I think now we have, especially with this season, have the coolest, smartest, most relevant food and travel year of TV.